Hey, Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makakwadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth from his life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, Akim get something from this video. We're going to read through Baruch 4. And we're going to get a little bit of prophecy as far as what's to come to the nations that had put us, who had put us through hell. You know, we know that every nation, every unrighteous nation has been destroyed. And we know that every unrighteous nation that has been before America is mingled in America. So you have like Egypt, right? You know, America symbolizes Egypt in many different ways. It's actually spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, okay? You look at Sodom and Gomorrah, America represents that in certain different ways as well, okay? Now, scriptures tell you that we were supposed to use, you know, like Sodom and Gomorrah as a, you know, example, or they were supposed to use Sodom and Gomorrah as an example, but they didn't. They actually took heed and followed after, you know, what Sodom and Gomorrah did and what Egypt did as far as putting us into captivity and many other different captivities that we have been in. Okay. I always say this, you know, the heathens benefited off of the backs of you so-called blacks, natives, and Latinos. Okay. So the curses, they benefited off of the curses. That's why you have, like, you'll go and you'll look in these different states, in these different states, you'll have, you know, you have like Elam that have different stories, or you have Ishmael that have different stories, and they always are in the midst of Jakes. Okay. I just did a video showing you that the number one consumer are you Jakes. Okay. The so-called, you know, black community, right? But not just Judah, but all the tribes, really, you know, because we're all in one. We all brothers and sisters, okay? We are brothers and sisters as far as bloodline goes, okay? We are brothers and sisters, so whatever happens to Judah happened to Issachar, or it's happening just like how Judah got put in captivity. Issachar did too, or Ephraim did too. You know, Ephraim represents the northern tribes, Judah represents the southern tribes. So I'll just say it like that. So it both went hand in hand. We both, you know, have an evil eye towards each other. So you see that the curses, right, takes place. You see that the curses is heavy, you know, or was heavy upon our people. Now we understand that it's dying down, right? And the reason why is because the true Israelites are waking up and bidding the elect to the marriage, bidding the elect back to Yahweh Shai. Because when you look at, that's really what Yahweh Shai had died for, you know, was for the elect, you know. And now the elect is being risen up and teaching, right, and prophesying, okay, doing the videos during the week, going down the highways and byways on the weekends, bidding the ones who need to be bidded to the marriage, okay? But understand that after the elect is sealed, okay, after the elect is all the way sealed, right, in their mind, destruction is coming. Destruction is coming, okay? So let's go to Baruch 4, let's start at 30. It says, "Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee." And who gave Jerusalem that name? Well, Yahweh gave Jerusalem that name. Okay, it's 31. It says, "Miserable." Check this out. It says, "Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall." So miserable are they, which are the heathen, right? Because the scriptures tell you in Zechariah that they helped forward the affliction. Okay. So it says, "Miserable are they that afflicted thee, that and rejoiced at thy fall." Now this is to come. This is prophecy. This is in the near future. Okay. This is not, you know, now, you know, on a small scale, it's now, right? But it's coming on a grand scale, on a large scale. Okay, it says, "Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served." Right? And what are some of the cities that the Israelites served in. Well, the main city that we serve in now, which is the main captivity that was prophesied in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, is America. Okay, we are held captive. We were held captive in this place. We are held captive still to this day, held captive to this in this place. Okay, we were dead wrong. This place was built off the backs of us. We received nothing for it. Okay, and that's what, like, people would be like, oh well, you guys are not in heavy bondage anymore. You can go do this, you can go do that. But when a generation has had a head start over you and have had you in derision and have had you in the captivity for hundreds of years, you know what I mean? You don't have they overlapped you, so to speak. It's like you running a race, right? And they get to run. You running a 400 meter, and they run, and they're running, right? They ran past you 3 or 4 times before you even got to go. So now you playing catch up. Okay, now you playing catch up, but it was designed like that. It said that they would come, they would be very high, and we would come down very low. That was part of it. Okay, but this is not our house, no way. This is not our world, no way. Okay, this is not the world we rule, no way. Nah, right now, what we need to do as being called, as putting on as the elect, right, as being prophets, is get right in our mind, right, get right with our power, okay, and wait till Yahweh Shai come back. Because when Yahweh Shai come back, that's when we rule. That's when we get the rulership. That's when we're going to have, the up on the heathens, and then that's when this is going to come to pass, where it says 32, where it says, miserable are the cities which the children serve, miserable is she that received thy sons. And I'm going to keep reading. This 33 says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I would take away the multitude of her great for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Right? Specifically, America, her pride is going to be turned into mourning. Okay? It says, 35, it says, and this is scriptures. Like, you could go into the scriptures just like I'm going into the scriptures, and you could read just like I'm reading. Okay, this is but the thing is, anybody can read this, but you got to have the knowledge and the understanding in order for to understand it and for to bring it out and to break it down. Okay? It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude and her pride. Slakia. I'm gonna run that back. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabitant of devils for a great time. That's this place, right? That's this place. This place is going to be inhabited with devils for a great time. This place is going to be, going to have that fire brought upon it. Okay. It says, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One. So yeah, we came gathered together from the east and the west by the word. By what word? This word, the truth of who? Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Okay. And who's the chief? That's why when you go to Jeremiah 50 and 4, which I'll get, but you go to Jeremiah 50 and 4, that's happening, man. That's happening. It says they come together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. Okay, yeah, we're rejoicing in the glory of the Most High because we understand it. We get it, and we understand that it's dark. It's dark before the light, but the light, we're going to end up at the top, man. Okay, we're going to end up at the top. These heathens is finna cancel each other out, knock each other off. They go try to do what they do to the Israelites, what they're trying to do right now, right? They're going to try to do what they try to do, right? But guess what? The Most High is a shield and buckler to the upright. So, yeah, you're going to be able to get to 2/3 of Israel, the 2/3 who indulged in this world and who didn't put off this world and who didn't put off their sins and who didn't, take heed, who didn't hear this word and get right. Yeah, you're going to be able to get them, of course. You're gonna be able to get that part of it, but the ones you're not gonna be able to get is the 1/3, the elected and 1/3. Okay, go to this really quick. Check this out. This is Jeremiah 50:4 said, in those days and in that time, said the Lord Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, and they, it's like it, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek their Lord Yahweh, their power. Seek the Lord Yahweh, their power. Okay, and that's what we're doing. Okay, both Judah and Israel coming together. This is the first time you've seen so-called Negroes and so-called Latinos together. Man, we've been beefing since the old days. You know what I mean? We've been beefing since the old days, but now you got brothers who are a part of the Northern Kingdom and brothers who are a part of the Southern Kingdom gathering together, preaching His word. And who's the chief cornerstone? Yahweh Shai is the chief cornerstone. Okay? It says, they shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. Okay, that perpetual covenant has not been forgotten, and is never going to be forgotten. Okay, that covenant is never going to be forgotten. Although the heathen, right, they wanted to be forgotten, so they do what they do, right? They throw a rock and hide their hand, but you can't fool the Most High, man. You know, you can't fool the Most High. The Most High created you. You know. But with that, man, Lord willing, video is edifying. Lord willing, I can got something from this video. I want to say, want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.